Your child follows you to the kitchen, then to the bedroom, then to the bathroom. You step away for 1 minute and they cry like you disappeared forever. Many parents see this and think, why is my child so clingy? Am I spoiling them? Shouldn't they be more independent by now? But what looks like clinginess is often something deeper. Your child may not be trying to control you. They may not be trying to make your day harder. They may be asking, without words, are you still here? Am I safe? Can I come back to you when the world feels too big? In this video, we'll talk about why children seek closeness, how parent responses shape emotional security, what can accidentally create distance, and what small daily responses can help your child feel safer and more confident over time. Young children do not always know how to explain what they feel. They may not say, I feel unsure. I need reassurance. I don't know if you're coming back. Instead, they follow. They cry. They reach for you. They stand beside you while you cook, clean, fold laundry, or try to go to the bathroom alone. To adults, it can feel frustrating. But to a child, your presence is often a signal of safety. Your voice, your face, your body nearby, these help your child feel steady. This is why a child may follow you even when they do not need a snack, a toy, or help with anything specific. They may simply feel better when they know you are close. In early childhood, children are still learning one very important idea. Separation does not mean disconnection. You can leave the room. You can come back. The relationship is still safe. But children do not learn that from one sentence like, you're fine. They learn it through repeated small experiences. Parent leaves. Parent comes back. Child feels unsure. Parent reconnects. Child slowly learns. When I can't see my parent, I am still safe. This is why closeness and independence are not opposites. Closeness often helps independence grow. When a child trusts that they can come back to you, moving away becomes less scary. So when your child follows you everywhere, try to look underneath the behavior. The real question may not be, how do I stop this? The real question may be, what does my child need in this moment to feel safe enough to take one small step away? Many parents worry that responding to closeness will make the child more dependent. They worry, if I comfort them now, will they always need me? If I let them stay close, am I making the problem worse? If I pick them up, am I rewarding clingy behavior? But wanting closeness is not the same as being spoiled. Sometimes a child follows because they are tired, sometimes because they are overstimulated, sometimes because they are in a new place, sometimes because something changed in the routine, sometimes because they are going through a developmental stage where the world suddenly feels bigger than before. A child can want independence and still need reassurance. A child can be growing and still need closeness. The problem is that parents are often told to push children away too quickly. They may hear advice like, don't pick them up, don't let them be clingy. They need to toughen up. They are too old for this. So when the child follows them, the parent may react with frustration. Stop following me. Go play by yourself. You're fine. Why are you so needy? Most parents are not trying to hurt the child when they say these things. They may be tired. They may be overstimulated themselves. They may need space. They may simply not know what else to say. But young children do not always understand the adult meaning. The parent may mean, I need 2 minutes. But the child may hear, my need for closeness is too much. The parent may mean, please try to play alone. But the child may hear, I should not ask for comfort. This is why small language changes matter. Instead of, stop following me, you might say, you want to stay close. I'm going to the kitchen, and you can walk with me. Instead of, go away, I'm busy, you might say, I'm busy for 1 minute. You can sit here and then I'll check on you. Instead of, you're fine. You might say, you felt unsure when I walked away. I came back. The boundary can still exist. The parent can still lead. But the child receives the message, my feelings are seen. I am not too much. My parent can guide me without rejecting me. That is the beginning of emotional security. Now let's talk about a pattern that can happen for some children. Some children who seem very independent may still have deep needs underneath. They may not cry often. They may not ask for help. They may not reach for comfort. They may say, I'm fine, even when they are not. From the outside, this can look like maturity. People may say, they are so easy. They never need anything. They handle everything alone. But sometimes a child stops asking, not because they no longer need comfort, but because asking did not feel useful. If a child repeatedly cries and the feeling is dismissed, they may cry less. If a child repeatedly asks for help and is pushed away too quickly, they may stop asking. If a child shows fear and hears, don't be dramatic, they may hide fear. If a child reaches for closeness and the adult becomes annoyed, they may learn to turn inward. This does not happen from one tired moment. Every parent has hard days. Every parent misses cues sometimes. Every parent says the wrong thing sometimes. Children do not need perfect parents. They need enough repair, enough warmth, and enough repeated experiences of being accepted. But over time, repeated dismissal can teach a child, my feelings are inconvenient. My needs are too much. If I reach out, I may be rejected. So the child adapts. They may become quiet. They may act like nothing bothers them. They may reject help even when they need it. They may look calm on the outside, but feel alone inside. This is why we should look carefully at children who seem too independent. Independence can be healthy, but emotional shutdown can sometimes look like independence. The difference is whether the child still feels safe needing someone. A child who is emotionally secure can try things alone, but still ask for help. They can explore, but still come back. They can say, I can do it, but also say, I'm scared. That balance matters. The goal is not to make a child dependent forever. The goal is also not to make a child independent too early. The goal is to help the child feel safe enough to explore and safe enough to return. Healthy independence has connection underneath it. A securely independent child can move away from the parent because they trust the parent is still available. They can play alone, but come back when they need reassurance. They can try something hard, but ask for help if it becomes too much. They can handle small frustrations, but still share feelings. That kind of independence feels flexible. The child can move between, I want to try, and can you help me? They can say, I can do it, and also, I need you. Emotional shutdown looks different. A child may act like they do not care. They may avoid comfort. They may say, I don't need help, before anyone offers. They may walk away when upset. They may stop telling you what happened. They may reject closeness when they actually feel hurt. This does not mean the child is bad. It may mean the child is protecting themselves. They may have learned that needing someone feels unsafe or disappointing. That is why we should be careful with how we praise independence, instead of only saying, "Good job, you didn't need me. You tried that by yourself, and I was right here if you needed me." Instead of, "See, you're fine. Try. That felt hard at first, and you got through it." Instead of, "You're a big kid now. Try. You're growing, and you can still ask for help." Those small words matter. They teach the child. Growing up does not mean losing connection. Being brave does not mean hiding fear. Being independent does not mean never needing comfort. The healthiest kind of independence says, "I can try, and I can come back." So what can parents do in real daily life? Not in a perfect parenting moment, not when everyone is calm and rested, but when you are tired, busy, and your child is following you again. Start by responding to the need underneath the behavior. If your child follows you to the kitchen, try, "I see you want to stay close. I'm going to the kitchen, and you can come with me. If you need space, try, "I'm going to the bathroom for 2 minutes. You are safe. I'll come back." Then come back when you said you would. That return matters. It teaches predictability. If your child cries when you leave, instead of, "Stop crying," try, "You really wanted me to stay. That was hard. I came back." You are not giving in to everything. You are helping the child understand what happened. If your child asks for help with something they can almost do, try, "Let's do the first step together." Then slowly reduce help as they gain confidence. If your child is scared, try, "You're safe. I'm here. We can do this slowly." The key is connection before correction. Connection does not mean the child gets everything they want. Connection means the child feels seen before they are guided. You can still set limits. You can still say no. You can still teach waiting, patience, and independence. But the emotional message changes. Instead of, "Go away, I'm busy," try, "I'm busy right now, but I see you want me. Sit here for 1 minute, and then I'll check on you." Instead of, "You're too old to cry," try, "This feels hard right now. I'll help you calm down, and then we'll try again." Instead of, "Stop being clingy," try, "You want to be close, I understand. Let's practice one small step." These are not magic words. They will not fix everything in one day, but repeated often, they help build a pattern. The child begins to learn. When I feel overwhelmed, I can be supported. When I need help, I can ask. When someone leaves, they can return. When I feel scared, I do not have to face it alone. That is how emotional security grows. Not through one big speech, through many small moments of being seen, reassured, and gently guided. Big emotional security is built through small, repeated moments. Not one perfect conversation, not one perfect technique, just small daily responses that happen again and again. Here are a few simple practices parents can try. First, practice a calm goodbye. During a calm moment, say, "I'm going to the other room for 30 seconds. You can stay here with your toy. Then I'll come back." Then actually come back. Smile. Reconnect. Let the child experience the full cycle. Parent leaves. Child waits. Parent returns. Connection is safe. Second, give small warnings before separation. Instead of suddenly walking away, say, "In 1 minute, I'm going to the kitchen." Or, "After I put this cup down, I'll go to the laundry room." This helps the child prepare. Third, name the feeling. When your child reaches for you to try, you wanted me close. You felt unsure. You missed me. You needed help. Simple words help children understand their inner world. Fourth, practice a safe-based return. Let the child come close for a moment before encouraging them to try again. You can have a hug, then you can go back and try. Fifth, practice one tiny independent step with support. Just one small step. You stand by the door while I get the towel. You put one block on by yourself, and I'll watch. You try the first part, and I'll help with the next part. These moments may seem small, but small moments repeated over time become the child's emotional map. The child learns, I am safe. I am understood. I can try. I can come back. So if your child follows you everywhere, it does not mean you failed. It does not automatically mean they are spoiled. It does not mean they will never become independent. It may simply mean your child sees you as safety. And if your child seems distant, overly independent, or unwilling to ask for comfort, it does not mean it is too late. Children can learn new patterns through small, consistent experiences. A child who has learned to hide their needs can slowly learn that comfort is safe. A child who feels unsure can slowly learn that separation is temporary. A child who clings tightly can slowly learn that they can explore and still come back. The change does not have to be dramatic. It can start with one small moment today. When your child reaches for you, pause. Notice what they may be asking for. Name the feeling. Offer reassurance. Then guide them one small step forward. You might say, you want to stay close. I'm here. Or, this feels hard. I'll help you. Or, I'm coming back. You are safe. These words may seem simple, but repeated over time, they can become the foundation of emotional security. Children do not become independent by feeling pushed away. They become independent when they feel safe enough to grow. So the next time your child follows you from room to room, try to see the deeper message. Start with one small moment today. Respond with warmth, and let your child know, you are safe, I'm still here.